welcome back to another podcast with Around the Post. My name is Roman, and right here is my co-host, Matthew.
Formal names today.
Full names. My full name is Roman.
How exciting.
I think it's pretty exciting. But again, today we got some really good stuff for you guys. We have one segment that we've been looking to talk about for a while, which are paddle awards for 2025. So over the course of 2025, we're basically going to break down some different categories, talk about what paddles we liked the most, and just kind of go from there.
Yeah.
Again, as always, please follow us on Instagram if you haven't done so already. Please also like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely leave comments because, like I said, Matt and I love hearing from you guys. So it's definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, Matt, you want to talk about our giveaway that we are going to do?
Yeah. So again, this giveaway is for hitting 1,000 subs on YouTube, which was a huge deal for us.
Absolutely.
Don't know if we thought we would get there, but we did much quicker than we thought. I mean, we did the giveaway for the end of the year, so we were thinking that we'd reach it at the end of the year, and it wasn't even close. It was it was December 3rd, I think. Yeah. So that's pretty impressive. So we'll be doing a big giveaway for one lucky winner.
One lucky winner.
And do you want me to kind of go over like what we're thinking, or not yet?
So. Well, basically what's going to happen is for our next podcast, we are going to announce the giveaway. We're going to talk about the rules, the details. The giveaway will last 1 week, but that won't start until next week when the podcast drops. So that should be December 24th.
On the 24th.
Wednesday the 24th. So that should run for 1 week until the end of the year, which is December 31st. And then that means the winner will be announced on our next podcast, January 7th. So January 7th, 2026 will be when we announce our lucky winner. Really, really excited for this winner. Prizes will kind of prizes will be based on if they are local or somewhere else too. If they're local, we have different ideas like playing with us, maybe hopping on our podcast. We'll have to see, but
that'd be cool.
If they aren't local, we'll make it up in some sort of other merch or some other promo items or something like that.
For sure.
Just know that whatever winner is chosen, we appreciate all of you, but that one special winner will be pretty ecstatic, I think. So
that'd be dope.
Got some good stuff in the pipeline. So.
Yep. So this is episode 8. Next one will be 9. When we announce, and then episode 11 on the 7th is when we choose and we announce the winner. Correct?
Yep, exactly. So make sure to stay tuned. Definitely start tuning into our podcast because, we'll explain rules and details in our next pod. So super
let's
stoked about
go.
that. Again, big thanks to all of you guys. Without you guys, we would not be where we are today. And definitely want to start growing our channel even bigger. So that way we're able to do more reviews, give honest opinions on everything, and do more giveaways like this type of stuff. So,
yes, correct.
Yeah,
super
stoked.
That's kind of the goal of the channel. Keep giving back for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So Matt, walk us through today's topics.
So obviously, much like all of our other episodes so far, we'll do a question of the day, which will be if you had to pick one male and female on tour, a pro player.
Okay.
Yep. Which one would you want to hang out with for, I guess, one day? And then we'll be going over, of course, our main topic will be paddle awards, right? So we got a lot of categories to go over. Our favorite paddles. We got a top 3. We got an underrated, kind of the underdog paddle of the year. Biggest flop. We got best design, best innovation, and then a couple others. So that's going to be really good to go over. Just kind of like, it's kind of nice to tie everything in, kind of a big synopsis of the year,
Absolutely.
Right? To get, it's a lot of like 10, 11 months here to kind of wrap it all into one segment. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. And we all love our paddles, right? We're always ingrained with what's going on in the paddle space. And then lastly, we will be going over the big news with UPA contract terminations. Unfortunately, we got 3 players already terminated, basically from playing any MLP or PPA Tour events for indefinitely, I guess. And then 1 is on the cusp and they're reviewing, which is a big
Drama.
player. And I believe she is a top 5 player, if I'm not mistaken. So like that's a big deal, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And she's very good in all 3 categories. So
Yeah.
man, yeah, she's top 5 in singles. So that's
we'll,
crazy.
We'll go over that, but yeah, crazy stuff in the pickleball world.
Very. We haven't had a lot of drama in the pickleball world.
No.
Like when the merger negotiations and the war between MLP and PPA was going on, like there was drama for like, I swear, like a straight year. It was just every week there was something, but we've kind of cooled down and now we're starting to heat up.
Heating up a little bit.
Woo-wee!
Honestly, hopefully there's not much more drama than this because it's kind of sad, in my opinion. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So,
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it warranted? Is it not? I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
I guess so. Ollie is. Here we go. There he is.
All right. Starting out.
Should I bring him up?
Question of the day. Starting with you, Ollie. Yes, bring him up.
All right. Okay. Oh.
That was not a fart.
That was my laptop doing a squeaky.
A squeaky. All right, starting out. Question of Z-Day.
Z-Day.
As Matt previously mentioned, which pro, pick 1 male and female, would you like to hang out with
Yes.
for 1 day?
Yes. Do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
You yelled at me for picking 2.
Yeah, you picked 4 people total, and you wrote the question, and you said, pick 1 male and female.
Yes, I did. It was tough to decide, though. Can I still mention the others, or really?
Fine, you can.
Will I get fined? Will
you will get kicked out of
my contract
PPA.
get terminated? Where is it? Who is like the entity that oversees us?
Me.
The Roman Corporation?
The Roman Board of Directors.
Ah, shit.
No, honestly, the Wednesday Committee League
them.
probably looks over us.
Should we appoint them our like chair members?
No, I would never listen to Brian Marcus. Whatever he tells me to do. The only person I would listen to.
Funfar?
Ooh, Funfar's up there. It would go Barber.
Oh, really? Number 1?
No, I think I would pick Funfar. Funfar.
Okay.
He gives good ideas. Barber, Rich Powell, then Brian Marcus.
Dude, the last 2, man.
It's a toss-up between those 2.
Yes. Rich and Marcus, man. That's a duo right there.
The power duo.
Oh, look at Ollie. He's got his little face in the camera. He's cute.
Which we were supposed to play Mr. Aaron Barber and Rich Powell.
Yes, we were.
But they got scared.
They did. They didn't want the smoke.
We instead played Brian Marcus. So
that was a treat, man. The whole time, just so much trash talk, but it was
out
as loud as he can.
We should set up you and I playing Barber and Powell though. I think that would actually be a pretty good matchup.
Barber and Powell, us 2. Yes, it would. Yes, it. Oh, ow. Okay, They're okay.
You need a haircut.
Yeah, he does. He needs to go into the butt. Yeah, it'll be a good match. Anyway, with Ollie in my grill here, I'm gonna go over my 2 players that I picked.
Wait, let's go back.
Are we going back?
Best of 5 series.
You want me to literally go back, like in my chair?
Yes, I should throw it back. Best of 5 series. You and me playing Powell and Barber. What do you think? What do you honestly think?
I love you, Rich, but I think he's the weakest on the court.
That's surprising.
Ollie just moved my mic, bro.
He did. He says, put it closer to your mouth.
That's true. I think we'd win 4 out of 5, if not 5.
Interesting.
I think we take him.
I wouldn't think that.
Barber's great player.
I think Rich is pretty good.
Again, as much as I love Rich, I don't know. They're just, I think it would need to be maybe like Mark Stevenson and Barber or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we'll have to play now and we'll film it because Rich is going to want to. He watches all of our pods.
Yeah.
And he has yelled at me before. So
has he? Is it because he doesn't want to be known as a guy who brings clipboards and pens?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
He's more than that.
He is more, and I will give him full credit for being a lot more to that.
He brings peppers as well.
Yeah, homegrown, literally fresh from the garden. Cucumbers and peppers.
Okay. Let's do that match.
We need to take a photo of the whatever he brings, the container, and like overlay it on our pod so people can understand what this is.
It's a huge bin of peppers. I don't think he has any because it's winter. But
sad.
It is just a massive bin of peppers, and I'm like, what do you do with all that?
I don't know. He does a lot of cooking, I guess.
He just brings it to the guys and
sells it to Chipotle and goes, here you go. Here's your fajitas.
Yeah. Okay, so if I had to think that we played best of 5 matches, I think we would win. I don't know. I would say if there's targeting involved.
Well, yes, there would be.
Then maybe we would win 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Okay.
3 out of 5.
So we'd win the series.
I think we'd win the series. I would predict it to go, you and I go up 2. We lose the next 2 and then win the final one.
That'd be exciting.
That would be good.
Then I would act like I'm losing them on purpose just to set up a game 5. That's what I would say. My number one excuse.
So
we'll have to do this.
We'll see. Because I
wonder what their thoughts are.
I think Rich is better than me, if I'm being real honest.
Okay.
I think he's better than me.
Okay.
Barber's very good.
He is.
Barber kind of knows my weaknesses. And
he can get you moving, man.
He will. His little inside out one is dirty.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like Barber can sometimes get frustrated too. Just like
yes, he can.
How we all can. I can get frustrated for sure. But that'd be a really good matchup. I think 3 games we'd take it. Maybe 4 if we're playing well and if I'm taking not many balls all the time. So
okay.
Yeah.
We should set this up within like the next week. So we have a report for next week. That'd be fun.
I think the Wednesday League would love to hear that and see how it goes.
A lot of bets would be made.
And we will only post it if we win. So if we don't post it.
Yeah, we ain't talking about we go 0-5. We ain't talking about it. No, sir.
Man. All right. So, yeah, we'll reach out to them. Hopefully we can get that set up, film a little bit, mic'd up or something, because I know there's going to be a lot of trash talking, especially from Big Mouth Rich. So
if we lose, the bet should be another pie to the face. On pod. That'll be fun.
Okay.
I think that should be it.
We'll do that. We'll do that. All right. 13 minutes in, jumping into question of the day again to remind everyone, which pro, pick one male and female, would you want to hang out with for one day? Go ahead.
Okay. So here are my thoughts on this. So I picked someone I don't know. Obviously, I've never, besides Tyra, I haven't really talked or had full conversations with anyone. But someone I don't know of, just like watching videos of them, like interviews, just watching them play. I don't know a ton about, but also that I know would be hilarious and fun to hang out with, right?
Yep.
It's kind of the goal of it. So female, I did Georgia Johnson.
Okay. That's
because I haven't seen very many like interview stuff where she's like interacted in kind of an off-court sense.
Yeah.
But on the court, she's a lightning rod. She's super animated. She's jumping up and down. So she seems like a really fun time. So I think it'd be Georgia, and then my male would be the one and only Gabe Tardio, the Flick Wizard 2.0. A guy, his game, first of all, is gross. And second of all, I have seen some clips of him recently, and he does seem like a super fun guy off the court.
For sure.
And he started eating pizza during one of his matches in a championship in Kansas City. So this guy is made for fun. I mean, he doesn't, it's so weird because you hear interviews and stuff, and he'll make one comment.
Yeah.
I love the beaches.
I love the beaches.
I love that beaches. in Australia.
That's
It-
actually where he got on the map for me. I had
yes.
no idea who
Yeah, you didn't
he
even know who he
was
was.
until I heard that.
Totally.
And I can't find it. I cannot find that video anymore.
Really? I wonder if
Now
they
we're
took it
on
down.
Memes of Pickleball, but I cannot find it.
No way.
So
Dude, that
that's-
video is hilarious.
That's where I became a fan of Gabe Tardio, my boy
Dude.
GT.
He has this like weird, dry sense of humor where it just, I don't know. It's not like he's trying to be funny, but he's hilarious at the same time. So
And he's a pretty big accent too, doesn't he? Like
Yeah.
a Bolivian accent.
yep,
I
he's
think.
from Bolivia. Yep, yeah, he does. That's why I said the beaches.
the
not the-
beaches.
The beaches. So yeah, I think it would be Gabe Tardio and Georgia Johnson. For those who don't know, Georgia is a very good player. She is sisters with J-Dub. So,
J-Dub. Flick was her
and-
number 1.0.
Yes, the 1.0. They play doubles together. So, and Gabe obviously plays with Ben Johns.
Can we take a second to? Sorry, I'm a little warm in here, so I had to turn down the
Oh,
heat.
he's a little warm.
Can we take a second to appreciate J-Dub and Georgia playing together?
That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
They're siblings,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Like you think they want to kill each other.
I
And
don't
it's the
know
exact
how they
opposite.
don't want to kill each other. Sometimes when I play with you, I want to kill you.
Bro, it's, hey, mutual.
Yeah.
You know when I give you a look sometimes, you're like, oh,
I know
geez.
that, and that's what I'm saying is like,
Isn't it
how do
crazy?
you not? How do they do it?
I think it's J-Dub's personality and how he's literally like the most mellow guy on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Like he is the definition of chill and down to earth. Like nothing phases that freaking guy.
Yeah,
So I think it's that, to be honest.
for sure.
Because I think if he had kind of a lightning rod personality like Georgia, I think they would clash. But he's just like he's walking out there, you know, just I don't know, going through his business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every day is a day at the office for that guy. He doesn't even laugh. He doesn't smile in court.
Just business.
Dude,
Just business.
he shows up and whacks people. It's awesome. So who are your two then? You got some high. We each chose some high profile people here.
Yeah, I think it's I
like
think
these
this
picks, though.
question is very difficult because personality off the court versus on the court is so different, especially like pro players.
Yeah.
And I don't know that many
Kayfabe.
people. Yeah, I don't know that many people off the court besides like from like social media clips or like YouTube videos or something. So it's tough to say. So for female, I think I've actually been following Anna Bright quite a bit.
Mm.
So I've been watching a lot of her vlogs and everything, and
Really?
they're actually pretty interesting because it's like it's a lot of like what's
Behind the
what's
scenes kinda?
Yeah, it's behind the scenes of like I'm a PPA pro. I'm traveling. I'm in a hotel for a week, so I'm gonna make overnight oats all the time or something like that.
Okay.
Or like fans
Okay.
approach her and she's filming and stuff too. So it's actually really interesting because I've always wondered what it's like to be like a PPA tour player and like being able like having to train with people, especially on the MLP, and just that type of stuff. So I think Anna Bright, mainly just because I don't know that many, but I also think that she's really cool. She's a little crazy, a little cuckoo sometimes.
She's just very competitive, like literally.
Exactly.
Like I've told you before, when she's walking around off the match in a tournament, her head is. She looks like she's about to kill someone.
Yeah.
She's so hyper focused, and I appreciate that about her.
It's a when I say cuckoo, I mean that in a really good way.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's like to be able to be in that mindset is
Dude,
really,
it's like
some sort of special thing, and especially that she has fans coming up to them, like that she's just so dialed in and focused. Like I think I really respect that. But off camera or off court, on camera, some of her vlogs, she's been like super fun. Like she's just a normal person, and it's like it's just cool to see. So for female, I would pick her. For male, I would pick Hayden Patriquin.
Big H.
He's a little spicy too.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. That's probably my favorite player on tour.
He's a little childish, which I think is kind of funny. So I think he would make me laugh a lot.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
Like, be really dumb, and his vibe really reminds me of like a douchey coolness, but it's like like a kind of I respect that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, for real.
I think he'd be.
He's got that swag, dude.
Yeah, he does have that. Exactly, he has a swag.
Yeah.
You know, so I think he'd be a cool guy to hang out with on tour for a day. I mean, Gabe Tardio would be really sick too.
From the interactions I've seen from Hayden as interviews, he seems like a super cool guy.
Yeah.
Pretty funny. And so, you know, I just realized 3 of those 4 players are on the same MLP team, St. Louis Shock.
Really?
And you mentioned Kay Fahey was in the running for yours, so that's the other player is crazy, huh?
Really?
Maybe should we get St. Louis Shock shirts?
That'd be sick.
St. Louis Shock. Should we be fanboys?
Please sponsor us. If you need backup players, Matt and I will
Shock.
happily be subs and water boys.
Yes.
We will be water boys.
We're
Ball
gonna be-
boys.
We'll coach.
We will coach. This is how you
Move your feet.
stretch. We'll be stretching, strength and conditioning coaches.
Yeah.
That's what we will be.
Yeah, there you go. All right. I like that.
Yeah, St. Louis Shock. I didn't realize they were all on the same team. I think that's kind of why, like, because Kate Fahey got married a month ago. So and I saw a lot of videos of like Hayden and Gabe just hanging out, and it was like really fun to just watch them off camera or off the court and just hanging out, just being themselves, and like they're 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's just you just get to see the life of a 20-year-old just hanging out with friends, and it's not them being super serious on court. They're not doing interviews or anything. So
they're just chilling, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Really quick before we hop into our main segment, do you have Rich's number?
Yes, I believe so.
Can you start a group text with the 4 of us right now and say
literally at this moment?
At this moment, because I want them to respond before the end of the pod, and I want to see what they say.
This will be very interesting.
Say, just keep it really concise. Be like the 4 of us, or Roman, myself, Rich, and Barber.
I do have Rich's number.
2v2. You name the time.
Rich.
We'll get the
and
chords.
Barb's verse me and Roman.
Mic'd up.
2v2 to the death.
Best of 5.
Mic'd up. Best of 5. Okay. And then this week?
In the next week.
Okay. I'm on it.
Loser gets hit with a pie. I don't know. They don't have to do that either.
Yeah, we got to do something non-monetary. We have to. It has to be embarrassing. Is really what it comes down to.
Absolutely. All right.
And we'll post in the group meme. We'll have like everyone's gonna bet on it. That'd be fun. And we should get a crowd.
I'd be a little scared,
dude.
Ugh.
That would be so fun. Let's get Demo out there. Let's get Resman. Let's get all these guys cheering us out. I think that would be awesome.
Talk so much smack.
Bro.
I don't even.
Messenberg,
I think we'd
Tim.
be like the way team.
Oh, we for sure would.
People for sure root against us. And then Steve Janke would have about 20,000 old fashions, and he's just way too rowdy.
Well, Barber would while he was playing.
Barber would too. Barber.
Yeah, I love those guys.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see if they say anything. I'll let you know if they do, but we will hop right into the main segment, which is paddle talk. A lot of paddle talk in the next hour or so. So we are going to go over paddle awards. We're going to break it down, different categories. Some of the examples are like favorites, underrated, best design, innovation, that type of stuff. So we will just go through our paddle awards. We are probably going to go over the same paddles multiple times just because we thought that they fit in multiple categories.
Correct. We got to show love to like the best paddles, man. They deserve it.
I think this year there were some paddles that were just outstanding that covered multiple categories.
And then on the flip side,
we had some flops.
Some big like monster flops, man.
Big flip flops.
Like, I'm not exaggerating when like my pick for best flop, I truly believe is like the biggest flop of all time of any year ever, because of the hype surrounding it. So we'll get to that, but
kind of disagree with your flop, but
really, we'll have to have a little discussion on that. I like it.
So, Matty Ice, talk to me about
Matty
your
Ice.
favorite
Matty Icicle.
Matty Icicle.
Is Matty Ice like trademarked? You look like a little Eskimo guy today. Light blue and then the vest. Little Eskimo.
That's exactly what I went for.
Really?
When I woke up, I typed into Chat GPT and I said, how do I look like an Eskimo today? And it said, wear this light blue 7 diamond sweatshirt with an Unrule hoodie.
Unroll.
Unrule.
Okay. There you go.
And it said, you look like an Eskimo. So I look like an Eskimo.
I think you do. I think you absolutely do.
All right. No more messing around. What is your...
Let's be serious for once.
What is your
God's
2025...
Uh-oh. What do you say?
He said Barber is out of... He took it very seriously.
I'm faux sure.
Barber is out of town until Sunday. I'm in faux sure. And pretty flexible. Depends on Barber's schedule.
Not for sure. It was faux sure. Okay. Until Sunday. So we could do this Monday or Tuesday. Let's do it.
Okay. Let's do it.
Wait. Can we do it outside 6 a.m. or does it have to be 6 a.m.? We should do it at night so I'm like awake
We
for
should
this.
do it at like 5 p.m.
Yes. Thank God. Okay. We're on the same wavelength.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right. 2025.
2025 Paddle Awards favorite paddle. That's where we're going to start off.
Favorite paddle to you.
To me personally.
To you personally. What is
Yes.
your favorite paddle? Matty
So,
Ice?
there are a couple of paddles that suited this list. The Boomstick was one of them.
Okay.
The Engage Alpha Pro, which is right here. I loved this paddle. In fact, I probably have my best tournament play, but then it broke, and I didn't want to get another one. So, my paddle of 2025 is the Agassi 14 Pro 4. I am not going to lie to you. I never even considered even trying this paddle ever.
Yeah.
Until I saw Onik playing with it. And
Really?
yeah. And David Dutrell also mentioned it, that he was like, dude, you got to try the 16 millimeter Agassi. I'm like, well, I like 14s a lot more. And I saw Onik using the 14 and he was like, dude, I love it. And he said it was his favorite of all the Pro 4s. And I agree. I prefer this shape over all the Pro 4s, first of all.
Okay.
So that's why I'm choosing this. I love the feel of this paddle. I don't think it has elite spin like the Boomstick, but I think it has good enough spin. I love the, control. Everything is just there, And so we got a bunch of fire emojis and rockstar emojis from Rich Paul right now.
You can read it there.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you know this without looking at your phone?
I'm a smarty. So the Agassi 14 is my paddle of the year. I mean, it's so interesting. When I first saw this, I'm like, this shape looks wacko. But coming from tennis, I do like kind of like a curve at the top. And the shape has never thrown me off while playing. So and I like the elongated. I like the long handle for sure. The grip, width, size, everything is fantastic. For 14, here's one caveat. When I put these weights on, I thought it was a game changer. Without the weights, I thought the twist weight was a little low and the feel of it wasn't great. When I put these on, I was like, oh, yeah, this is the paddle.
Yeah.
I played like one or two. I remember playing like 1 or 2 games with this on. I was like, yeah, this is it. So, yeah, that's my paddle of the year. The Agassi 14 specifically, not the 16.
Okay.
So that was mine.
Sure.
So Romancita,
Oof.
what is your paddle of the year?
So I was just thinking.
wait. Are we changing last second? Are we changing it up?
We're not changing it. We
Ooh.
might be changing it. I can't decide. I cannot decide.
Okay.
So one paddle I wanted to give an honorable mention to, and this paddle actually came out in October of 2024.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Mr. 007, James Bond.
No. You're actually putting that up there.
That one. That one was...
Is it right there, the 14? Is that the 14?
That's the 10.
Okay.
That's a 10. So I played in
Interesting.
the February tournament, Sweetheart Slam with the 007. And that's kind of like my intro to pickleball. Like that was when I just started playing. You let me borrow it, and I love that one. So that place holds a heavy sentiment in my heart.
Okay.
Because I think that's one of the best designed looking paddles. I love the black and red. It just looks super good. For those of you that don't know, it's that one back there. Anyways, not many people like that one because it's like hitting plywood. So, but I also
Correct.
did not know anything back then.
No.
Anyways,
And you could hit
into it.
bombs with that thing. And the spin was great.
It was crazy. It was crazy. So
It was like a wooden boomstick.
exactly. The paddle of the year for me would be shoot. I think it would be the Selkirk boomstick wide body.
Okay. The boomstick wide body specifically, not the elongated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that
You played some really good pickleball with that
I
thing.
did. The wide body really pushed me over that gap of like here's how to get to the next level, and like my back end dinks felt really good. My drops felt really good. The speed of it was crazy. It's just so hot off the paddle face. I unfortunately don't have it right now because I'm actually loaning it to someone. So I can't really have it in picture, but insert picture.
Thank you, editor, in advance.
Yeah, so that one's really good. I do want to talk about the Agassi because it looked really, really good when you were showing me. So this is actually my current paddle that I use now. This is what I'm maining
Both of ours
right now. And I actually wanted to talk about this just because I went from the boomstick to this, and I almost swore to myself that I was never going to leave the boomstick because my game really did improve. Like,
Yes, it did.
Like talking about like a paddle can change someone's games, it really did. And I went to the 14, and I'm a 16 type of guy, and this paddle felt so good to me. And my drops feel the best they ever have right now. Like I feel really consistent. It feels really soft. Like I feel like I have a lot of control, but it also hits really fast too.
Yeah.
Which I love. So I just played with it randomly one day. I think the shape is a little ugly, but I actually kind of like it. I also don't like having the same paddle as a lot of other people. And I think a lot of people started getting the boomstick after a few months after it's been out. And I didn't love that. So that's another big reason I kind of tried this. But you were playing with this one day and you just, I don't know if you left it or something, but I played with it for a round and I was like, wow, I am playing so well with it. And then I played in a tournament like 2 weeks later with this paddle. And I don't do that very often, is switch paddles right before a tournament.
Yeah,
So,
usually you don't want to. But you felt that comfortable with it.
I felt so comfortable with it. So this has been definitely one of my favorites of the day or of the year. I think it also helps that I came from the Pro 4 Perseus before the boomstick. So it's basically the same paddle, just different shape. But I feel like this one played a lot better.
You've never tried it without the weights, correct?
I've not.
Okay.
So I can't really comment or speculate on that.
Yep. So I'm surprised. Now, when we go over a top 3 list, I guess this will be more apparent, but I'm surprised you never mentioned just the Perseus Pro 4 because you did really like that thing.
I did. I really like it. Biggest thing with the Perseus Pro 4 and maybe the Agassi, it's behind the double.
Yes, it is.
Biggest thing for me was quality control and just core crushing. Those would core crush after 2 to 3 months. And if I'm paying $300, it's not worth it to me.
So the performance you liked, it's just not the quality control.
I think if money was no issue with like if I could just get a new paddle at any second, I would probably do the Pro 4.
Perseus or Agassi. Because
I'd probably do the Agassi just because I think it feels better.
Okay.
I'd do the Agassi, the boomstick, then the Perseus, the Pro 4 Perseus.
Number 3. Okay.
I don't want to have a paddle that I have to get rid of after 2 to 3 months. And especially with the way the paddle market is going, and we'll get a little more into this once I talk about the local, but there's other brands that can compete at a much cheaper price. So
I would agree. I would agree.
it's kind of my 2 cents, but yeah, we'll get into that a little later.
I think one big hope I have with the Pro 5 is just quality control, man. I think we're all sick of.
I mean, my biggest fear was one, getting banned from PPA tournaments. So when I even heard about that with the Selkirk with the MOI tuning system, I was like, oh shoot, like of course, because YOLO's kind of known for that with the mod TA15.
Yes, and the Gen 3.
Yeah, and so now it's like, well, now it's more of a quality control for me at this point. So, but it doesn't help that I play quite a bit too. So that's probably why it goes through it, and I hit pretty hard, like harder than I probably need to. So that's probably why it goes through it pretty quick. But
when other paddles aren't doing that,
exactly,
it's like, come on.
Exactly. So basically, just to recap, my favorite paddle of 2025 would be third place, the Pro 4 Perseus.
Okay.
Second place, probably the Agassi 14 millimeter. And first place is the Boomstick wide body.
Boomstick wide body. Okay.
And that's not current. Like the Boomstick is not currently my favorite paddle, but I've probably put the most time into that and improved the most with that paddle.
Your serve was that. I think
elite.
that's when it started becoming like a weapon for you.
Yeah.
When you started using that paddle, it was never like that.
What do you think of my serves? What do you think of what are your honest thoughts?
They have a lot of
Wednesday. You played against me on Wednesday. What do you think of my serves?
I think you are a little tentative during matches.
Okay.
Like I feel like when you rip them, like when we're just like hitting around or something, you're ripping them and they're getting a lot of spin. But then we were playing, it's just like it's like you're hitting 50%.
Yeah, I
think you need to go for it.
I think
you have top spin, so like you shouldn't be nervous of it going long.
Yeah.
If anything going into the net.
Yeah, it depends on what point I'm on, but you're right. I think for matches I do need to be more aggressive because I think I do have pretty good serves. I just need to utilize it and really just go for it and full send it. So
I think so. I think so. They have a lot of spin and kick to it.
Okay, so to recap yours, go from third, second to first place.
Okay, so my third, and this barely makes the list, is the Boomstick elongated. If the Boomstick had a hybrid shape, that might be number one.
Okay.
To me, I don't mind the wide body either. I've never loved the wide body shape though. The elongated had too long of a handle, so my hand was too far, and the swing weight felt way too heavy. I think you mentioned that too with the elongated Boomstick, right?
Yeah,
it just felt heavy,
weird.
Yeah,
like I like the Boomstick because it has a long handle. I like long handles on my paddles, but the elongated, that's why I went to the wide body, is because it just felt so long.
Yeah, it is. It's too long because your hand is further. I had to choke up on it a lot,
Literally,
which isn't really how I play usually. Kind of weird for me to do. And then so this one was number 2 for me, the Engage Alpha Pro. I would say not like the greatest in terms of design looking paddle. But this one played excellent. The one thing about this paddle was there was not great spin.
Sure.
At all. So that was, if this one had better spin, that would probably be number 1 as well. This also has the Hesse core on it too. And then number 1 would be the Agassi 14.
Yeah. That's a solid paddle.
With the hybrid shapes and like the Agassi shape, I also want to mention swing weight.
Yep.
The swing weight to me is right where I want it, where it's, so I usually want swing weight lower than like the medium.
Yep.
So that A, I can customize, and B, I just like lighter paddles because my hands obviously feel better. So, and those two hit it, and the Boomstick elongated does not. That thing feels heavy, man. Just to swing, it's just so much.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to try the Boomstick without the weights, though. That'd be kind of fun. Nisal said he's tried it, and he was like, dude, this is the greatest paddle I've ever made. He
liked it.
He was glazing it so hard.
Interesting.
He didn't like it. He loved it.
Nice.
I think he's a part of like
Nice.
the
Illuminati.
Yes, he is. Niestal's in the Illuminati with Jay-Z and all those guys.
Oh boy.
Yep,
Oh
they're
boy.
they're
That's
up
a
to no
lot to
good.
unpack, Niece. A lot to unpack.
Dude, you got to relax, Nies. I mean, we got to watch out for that guy.
Oh man.
He also left his AirTag in my golf bag, so that's like very sketchy. I think he's trying to get some intel. So that leads me to that all connects with the Illuminati.
Why did he leave it in your golf bag?
I don't know. We were golfing together. I think he just threw it in there and forgot about it.
Oh.
I don't know.
It's a ball marker.
Yeah. I would actually using an AirTag as a ball marker would be the most wild thing I've ever seen. That'd be kind of funny though.
That's kind of a flex.
Is it?
Honestly, that's a flex.
That's hilarious. It looks like one, honestly. It's like the same size, which is funny. Yeah, cool. So that was our top 3 and favorite. Let's move on to our most underrated paddle of 2020.
Also, just to quickly preface, top 3 favorites is different than top 3 performance. So we covered our favorite paddles personally. We will also cover what we think is the top 3 performers for everyone else.
Okay.
Just to clarify that. So let's hop over into what paddle, and we'll make this a little quicker too, but what paddle do you think is underrated for 2025?
You want me to go?
Yeah.
I already mentioned it, so mine would be really quick. Have you seen one person use this?
No.
Okay. That's why I think it's underrated. So the Engage, so this one's a 14 Alpha Pro. Besides myself, I don't think I've ever seen anyone use this, and it's crazy because this paddle to me was freaking awesome. I love this. So much power, pretty good control. Again, the spin isn't there, but man, I loved playing with this.
Yeah.
So I think it's severely underrated. No one plays with it, and I think this is very close to a Pro 4. I like the shape even more. It's kind of, I guess it's the exact same pretty much as the Hyperion Yola Pro 4, but to me, the feel of this paddle is better than the Yola Pro 4, 14 especially. Now, maybe I would have to add weight to the Pro 4, as I did here, but yeah, I think this is severely underrated. No one, you never hear of that paddle ever. If I didn't have that, you probably wouldn't even know what the heck that paddle is.
Nope.
It's just crazy.
It's a small brand.
I think that's wild,
Small
man.
brand, so-
Honestly.
Yeah. All right. So for mine, I don't really play with that many paddles that not many people use. One paddle that I do think that is really good, it's kind of underrated, is the SLK. It's the Selkirk SLK Era.
Yep, the Aero Power. Okay.
Mainly the elongated. I played with that only a few times, handful of times, but I think it competes with the Pro 4 in terms of like power, pop, and control.
Okay.
For a cheaper price point. It's at
Yes.
$200.
$200.
I think it's a really good price point for paddles. Instead of $300. But yeah, I think the control was really good. I think the spin was phenomenal too. But yeah, just all around good paddle. I would say if I went to a tournament and there were 500 people, I would say maybe 10 people would have the paddle or so. What do you think?
Nice.
Yeah, Nice only uses a demo though.
It's true. He has the demo stamp on it. What a guy.
What
a guy.
I don't really have much else to say about the SLK Era. We will insert a picture here.
Boop.
Boom.
Boop. Yeah, the Aero Power for the price point is a solid paddle. I'd actually probably compare it to the Coral a little bit.
Yeah.
Good feel, decent spin, pretty good power. And for Selkirk, that was the first paddle they've made in a long time where I think everybody, as a consumer as a whole, they all liked the paddle and agreed they liked the paddle. Because with the 007 and 008 up there, the consensus was that they're not great paddles, and the SLK was. And then it came out with the boomstick. So yeah, that was both of our underrated paddles.
Yep.
I think 2 really good selections. Again, you don't see those in play very often, but they're very solid paddles.
Absolutely.
I think the Alpha Pro is 250-ish, 260 maybe. It's a little higher price point, but I think it's worth it if you're looking for a really solid overall paddle. So next, we will move on to the biggest flop. So this is the biggest disappointing paddle to us. Probably got a lot of hype, just didn't meet that hype, right? So what was yours? Biggest disappointment of 2025?
The carbon. 1 second. Oh yeah. Okay, that was
Really?
a request from Cormy.
Insert Kool-Aid Man meme.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah.
He said to
gonna
say
try
it
to
on
go
the
deeper
pod.
here.
So,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Comment. Kind of held that one a little bit. That was kind of nice. The end of that was kind of nice.
Oh man.
Comment on who did it better, me or Roman. Your last one was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That might
Thank you. I'm a little
that might
nervous.
win. You're a little what?
A little nervous from that one though.
What?
Oh.
Ooh. Got
All right.
excited.
Shout out to my boy Cormy, always blowing up my phone, playing with him in a few hours. So I had to send a reminder text to them.
Nice.
He was like, "Who'd you have to send that to?" And I was like, because it was a group chat, and I was like, "Reminder, we're playing today at 4." He's like, "Who did you really have to send that to?" And I was like, "It was for you." So
That's funny.
if you were playing
That's
Matt,
funny.
I would tell you we were playing at 3 p.m. instead of 4.
Correct. Maybe even 2 instead of 4.
Oh my gosh.
I'd show up, be like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
All right, back to
Biggest flop.
Yeah, biggest flop. Womp womp. The
Womp,
carbon.
womp, womp. Do we have a
Carbon-
soundboard for the womp 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 or not really? We probably have something up there. I don't know if we have
No, well we have
darn it.
trombone. I have no idea what
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is.
do it. That's gotta be like the wah wah wah.
I have no idea what this sound is supposed to be.
We can't hear either, so we have no idea what we just played.
No, we have
which is kind of funny.
absolutely no idea.
I can't wait to watch this back.
We'll do it one more time.
Okay, just for good
I'm
measure.
feeling good. All right.
No idea.
Carbon True Foam Waves.
The Waves specifically, which came out 2-3 months ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
About 2-3 months ago. So I thought the idea was really cool. I thought it's an all foam paddle. If you look at an X-ray, which maybe we'll overlay right here, it's literally like the inside of the paddle looks like waves. So that's where
I think there's 3 different
yeah.
wave inserts.
So it was really interesting. It was extremely hyped up. It was really cool because I actually thought, contrary to what you believe, I thought that the paddle was the other one was pretty good. I can't mention it because you haven't gotten over that. I just realized that. So, yeah, they released the waves, I think 6
or 7
months after.
I knew you were gonna go there.
After the True Foam Genesis.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty quick.
I thought they pushed that way too
yeah,
fast.
yeah.
That's one gripe that I had with that. And I just didn't think that they put enough time into it. And I was extremely excited for it, but the sweet spot was next to nothing on it. It
was terrible.
It was awful.
Ugh.
I mean, I've had people come up to me and they were like, I'm going to return this paddle because they just hate it. And I'm like, I don't blame you.
Yeah,
It's just not a good paddle in my
Interesting.
opinion. I never loved it. I always felt like I was hitting literally cardboard or plywood with it. Like the sweet spot was that bad. It was minuscule. And again, for a $280 price point, I don't want to play with a paddle that it's just not comfortable for me.
Yeah.
So, especially I'm not an amazing player, and like I don't hit the sweet spot every single time. So I'm gonna miss it a lot, and I don't want to get smoked in the face because I accidentally popped it up.
No, you do not.
So that's kind of my biggest flop of the year is the Carbon True Foam Waves paddle. What's yours?
Do you think like the power and control, everything was fine? Just the sweet spot was horrific.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
I think it was overhyped. So that's probably something that
Big time.
it's one of those things that is like you can build so much marketing, and then once you build like all the hype and stuff, and you launch a product,
you have to
match it.
Yeah, you do. You do.
You know, so that's probably what it was. It's probably not an awful paddle, but how much they hyped it up is probably not a good thing. So yeah, that was mine. What's yours?
Yeah, so I'll also do a little honorable mention here. You know what? I won't mention the honorable mention yet, but I will in our next segment because it's the same. I will not mention the honorable mention that I'm about to mention in the next dimension.
In the next dimension.
Anyway, the True Foam Genesis is what I went with. So you went with the Waves. Okay, here's the deal. I think the performance of the Genesis is better than the Waves. I think the Waves was atrocious.
Yeah.
Like there was zero sweet spot. Like the feel of that paddle was maybe the worst. Would you maybe besides the 10 millimeter 007, was that like the worst feel paddle ever?
Oh, absolutely.
That's crazy. And it's $280?
It was
$280?
Yeah, it was like no words.
Yeah. It was that bad. So I don't think the performance was as bad. So I remember this pretty vividly of how much hype was around the Genesis. It was the first foam paddle I think ever released, if I'm not mistaken. It was the introduction.
Yep.
So everyone was losing their minds, over, foam's next. It's going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
I remember it was such a big flop that people were kind of going back on that statement and being like, you know what? Maybe foam paddles aren't the next thing. Maybe they're not that great. And it turns out foam is awesome because they don't delaminate. And we've seen the Boomstick. We've seen other fantastic foam paddles. And I still think that's the future. But the Genesis just didn't meet that. And I think probably the biggest reason was the power. I think that was number one. Almost everyone I talked to was like, yeah, this is way too soft of a paddle. My counters are going nowhere. I can't drive the ball. My serve is flat. It sucks. So I do think that the performance wasn't terrible compared to the Waves, but sweet spot was fine. The feel was okay. Everything was just okay with that paddle, and then the power was pretty trash. I personally didn't use the paddle for that long for a good reason. I didn't really want to. So a lot of this is just reviews from other players, and I never really heard that great of things about the Genesis. Like I heard it was always, oh, it's okay, it's okay. I kept hearing like mediocre and okay with it. So I think the amount of hype over foam paddles and that paddle in general, and the fact Carbon had not released a paddle in 2-3 years.
Oh my God.
It was a long time.
Oh my God.
So the hype over the Genesis, because it was their first paddle released in a long time, was insane. Everyone was talking about it, and then it came out and mediocre.
Yeah.
So that's why for me it was the biggest flop of 2025.
I agree to a certain extent, but I actually disagree with quite a bit too. I think everyone has different perspectives on flops, but I actually thought that the introductory between like a honeycomb core versus a foam paddle, I think what Carbon brought to the market was extremely impressive. And I think you're right. I think foam is the future, especially with no delamination. But when I remember specifically when that True Foam came out, I was going to buy it at a store, and they didn't have any demos because it was such a hyped up thing, right? And they didn't have demos, so I was just gonna buy it. And then I tried one out because someone in our community had it, and I was like, "This is not it." It just didn't feel good in my hands. I didn't love it. So, I never really played with it that much, but it was not my favorite. So I definitely understand where you're getting that from.
Yeah.
I think, and we'll talk about this too once we get to innovation, but I think foam is beautiful technology, and I'm excited to see where that goes. So
I would agree.
Yeah, we'll go on to the next one. Best design for me, I would say is a 6-0 Coral.
Yes, great design. I love the look of this paddle. Good performance too.
6-0 coral.
Sexy.
Just came out
Sexy.
in the last, I think, week. So first of all, big shout out to 6-0 for having a butt cap that is not rounded at the bottom. And I'm so serious about this because when we do B-roll or pictures or something, being able to leave it on a table like this is so magical. It is literally so magical like that. Oh, this is a good shot, actually.
That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna
We'll
lie.
just leave it like that and just
'Kay.
talk.
'Kay.
Yeah, so big shout out for them for good design in the butt cap. But best design, I think, again, I don't like having paddles that are similar to other people's. And a light blue paddle like this is very hard to miss. And the design of the actual paddle is really interesting. So first of all, it's a hybrid shape, 16 millimeter. It's an all foam paddle. The design, such as like the print on the paddle, is like a topography.
Yeah, topography. Yeah.
Topography. I think that's really, really unique.
Super unique. I love it.
I love designs
it's
on
freaking
paddles.
cool,
I think it's pretty cool. If you look at a lot of other paddles, it's just usually kind of a black face with a with their logo on top of it. But
yeah,
I think it's a great paddle. I think it's design wise, it's really cool.
Yeah,
the light blue is just so good. It looks so good with this
super
white
clean,
edge
dude.
guard too.
Oh yeah,
White
dude.
tape on the edge guard that just looks clean.
Yeah, that looks unbelievable.
I haven't got a chance to play with it much lately, but we'll kind of see how it. Maybe I'll play with it today. I'll play with it today, and we'll just kind of go from there. But I think it's the best design paddle.
Okay, I like it. So my best design paddle is from the same company.
Okay.
And when I was mentioning biggest flop, this is the one I was going to mention. Because I think there was a lot of hype around this one, which is the 6-0 Black Opal. This is a 14 millimeter. It says all court max power. I have heard the sweet spot on this thing is very minimal, and it's too poppy at the same time. So,
Okay.
I mean, even for an advanced player, I don't think they would like this one a lot. But let's look at the freaking design. I mean, the design on this one, again,
Oh,
it's
looks
kind of like
good.
that map, like topography action there. And it has the different colors, right? So it has a yellow in the center, the green, then it moves to the blue. That
looks
is gross. So I'll leave that. Look at that, the butt cap.
Butt cap.
Non-rounded butt cap.
The butt cap is huge. So the companies that are the R&D departments at different companies, please make a flat butt cap or just not rounded at least. Please.
Please.
I promise you content will be so much better like this.
Yeah, no kidding. So I think that's my design favorite of the year, and that one just came out. I really don't think anything even competes. I think the 007 for last year would be my design winner.
Absolutely.
But for this year, I mean, the coral is sick too, but man, with the colors and the design, this is just gross. A lot of innovation with 6-0 and their paddles, which is pretty cool, but
Yeah.
yeah. So that's my design winner of 2025. So we can move on here to best innovation. Do you want me to go first on this?
Sure.
So my best innovation, I believe this company started with it. It would be Yola. I think they started with doing the NFC chip in the handle, so you
Also,
can.
just so everyone at home knows, it is pronounced Yola, like YOLO, but Yola. It is not Jula. It is not
Jula, dude.
Eula.
The amount of times I've heard Jula at work is crazy.
Can I try that Jula paddle?
I do chuckle every time.
And,
Like, oh, God.
and I don't blame people either. When
No,
I first
I
saw that
don't.
too, I thought the same thing too. But it is in fact Yola. So it's just so everyone at home knows, you learn a little something every day. So it is
It's either
Yola.
it's either Jula or Eula.
Yeah.
Every time. It's not Yola, which is
Not
crazy.
Yola, which is I get it. It's a
German.
weird looking word. Is it?
German company. Yes,
I took
it started
German
with.
in college.
Did you really?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch, ja?
Do you know, like, can you count to 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie to you. How many years did you
Ich
take it?
trinke Jägermeister. Just kidding. Jägermeister is disgusting.
Dude, Yag bombs?
Yeah,
Come on. That's a
gross.
staple.
Gross.
Bro.
I can't do that. If I sniff it, I might puke.
I would agree with that. Like, the smell of Yag brings you back to, like,
I
just
just
bad
don't
memories.
like black licorice.
Yeah, it's
Ugh.
kind of gross.
Anyways,
Dense.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch, ja.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Ja. I do have some German in me.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I
Okay.
think I might be mostly German, dude. I
Interesting.
might be a
okay.
German, bro.
Okay.
What's up, my Germanites? My Germans? Sam German. German. Last name is German. That's crazy. Shout out to Sammy.
It's crazy.
So Yola or Jula or Eula, whatever their company name is, I believe they're the ones who started with the NFC chip in the handle, and they first launched to do the warranty with your phone in the handle, which is cool. And it saves so much time, so much hassle. Like, all you need is an order number, your name and stuff. It takes like maybe 5 minutes at max versus going on your computer, doing a bunch of crap, going to their website. It's just right there on your phone.
Yeah.
So I think that was the best innovation of the year. And the reason why I put it number one is because I think, like, it should go on for a long time. Like, I think every single company is going to, I mean, you say, like, this right here, boom, 6-0 starting to do it, right? With this paddle, I don't know if I could zoom in that far, probably not, focus on that. But yeah, you can, I
It's
think
just
a lot of
easy.
paddle companies are starting to copy it,
And warranty is a big thing for people now because paddles break.
especially Yolas.
Exactly. So, all right, moving on. For me, best innovation, and I mentioned this briefly, is the True Foam, Carbon True Foam Genesis. Which
It was the genesis
yes,
of the foam paddles.
yes, it was like the very first foam paddle really introduced to the market. But I think the Genesis is a okay paddle. It's a really good start, but you can already see since March all of the foam paddles that have come out and have improved so much more already. So I'm talking about the Loco, I'm talking about the Boomstick, even the 6-0 Coral. That's foam too. So technology is getting so much better with paddles. So I'm really excited to see by 2026 what foam paddles there will be, and if
Man,
like a honeycomb core will even exist at all.
maybe not. Maybe not. It's going
delamination's
to
a
become
real thing.
outdated.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah. Now they're introducing kind of like different types of foam, which is cool.
yeah.
So now I think there's like 2 or 3 different kinds. Who knows? 2026, maybe there's 10 of them.
yeah.
People are, so I think there's a lot of like innovation with foam, which excites
Yeah.
me.
And like kind of where the foam's placed.
Exactly. How much of it,
Exactly.
like,
Different types of foam into the paddle. Like, yeah, it's really interesting. So I think paddle technology is gonna change rapidly in 2026, but True Foam Genesis, I mean, it really paved the way. So
yeah. And now they have the floating cores. They're not connected to the handle. Therefore, it's more of a trampoline effect.
which is crazy.
Yeah. So a lot of good innovation there. I like that. Kind of my honorable mention for innovation. And I don't think it really worked per se, but I think it was cool and it was just super, super unique. The MOI tuning system on the Boomstick.
Yeah.
Again, performance-wise, I don't even really think it matters too much. You could just put frickin' lead tape on and you'd be fine. And like Nisal said, like he likes it without the MOI. I've never tried it without it. The Boomstick, that is. I just thought it was super unique and something that like is worthy trying out for the market. And who knows if it takes off, right? I don't think it did, but I just thought it was really unique and something cool that Selkirk did. So that was my kind of honorable mention there.
Yeah. So for my innovation honorable mention, bouncing back to the 6-0 Coral.
Bouncing back.
If you feel it, it just is super gritty right now.
And with the opal too.
Yeah. So it kind of started with the Ruby Pro 2, or the Ruby Pro. It's basically 6-0's diamond tough texture, and it's if you have a microscope or something, like if you there's other pictures on the internet, but they have literal diamonds, I think, for the texture or something, which is crazy. So it makes it much more gritty, a lot more spin when you play, but yeah, I think people are gonna start innovating certain amount of grit to paddles, and spin's gonna be a crazy game changer.
Yeah, it's similar to Selkirk's Infinigrit.
Exactly.
Yeah, where companies are now trying to kind of distance themselves by introducing like a proprietary innovation for the grit itself. So
Yeah.
we've seen Selkirk and 6-0 do that now. I would assume YOLO will answer and have kind of their own version as well, and they'll call it something else. But yeah, the next gem technology, kind of a play on words from next gen for the 6-0 is pretty cool. I think it's certainly a worthy innovation, and diamonds is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Like, who the hell thought of that, to be honest?
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine being in like the first R&D meeting, and I'm like,
I would laugh.
all right, Roman, here's what we're going to do for our next paddle.
I would literally laugh.
And I would take out diamonds. I would just put them on the desk and be like, we're going to throw that in the paddle. You'd be like, what's the cost of that crap?
2 cents. 2 cents.
2 cents. Yeah, crazy.
Kind of bouncing off of your honorable mention. So the MOI tuning system. So Slice, they also make butt calves, but they actually have a product. It's just like the MOI tuning system, but you can put it on any paddle. I think you tighten it with an Allen wrench or something.
Oh, really?
And you can slide it up and down. So I think that's really cool to see where you like your weight on a paddle instead of putting on tape or
and then have to remove it. Then you have all that residue. Yeah.
So I think that's a really good start into this market. My fear and my biggest fear is if I'm playing against someone or if I have it and it flies off and it hits them, because that's a little piece of metal that would hurt a lot.
Oh yeah,
that could be extremely dangerous. Like
You'd
you think a ball's coming at you,
there.
like. Yeah, so I think safety would be definitely one of the biggest concerns with that, but it is really cool seeing that the market is shifting to that so that people can just add weight and just remove weight as well.
And you've never seen anyone or tried it, right?
I've never tried it.
Okay.
I've never seen it either. I've just seen videos of it. So
interesting. I have
very, very interesting technology, but I think the MOI tuning system is a really good start. It's a little bit of a tease because it's semi-permanent, which means it's permanent. But it'd be really nice to just be able to slide it up and down.
Yeah, if you're not a pro player, you can use any sort of stuff like that. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool. Makes waiting a little easier. Slide up and down.
All right, 2 categories left.
Kind of combined one a little bit.
Yeah, we have spin/power.
Yep.
What kind of be? And we have the same answer for this.
Yes, we do. Yeah. 5 big booms. Boom, 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 boom. The boomstick.
The double chocolate chunk cookie.
The double chocolate chunk cookie. The cookie butter. Cookie.
Nom, 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 nom. Oh, nom, 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 nom.
All right. So, first of all, let's talk about spin. So again, unfortunately, I don't have the boomstick in front of me. Overlay picture here, please.
Overlay.
The boomstick is extremely spinny. I've noticed that from the start when I ever played with the boomstick. But the boomstick has Infinigrit. It's kind of what they call their grit. It's 3 times lasting compared to other paddle brands.
Yeah,
right?
normal T700 rock carbon. Yep.
I noticed it the most on my serves. Like my serves would literally
were
and dip and just go
the
way
dip,
down.
dude, on drives too.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
And
dude,
yours would do the same. Yeah, and yours would do the same. That's why I thought you played so well with the boom. But Yeah, the spin was amazing. The power on the boomstick is elite. I think it's the
unreal.
hottest paddle I've ever played with. Like, talk about body bags.
I would agree.
You can't even read where it's gonna go just because it pops off the face so hot. So, what are your thoughts on the boomstick with power and spin?
Yeah, I remember playing like some mixed doubles exhibition matches, and I switched from the boomstick to Pro 4,
Okay.
Perseus, and the other 3 people were like, dude, your shots were so much hotter with the boomstick.
Honestly, playing against people with boomsticks is a little scary.
It's
a little
dude.
intimidating.
Yeah, like it's that powerful. It deserves this top spot of #1 power paddle of 2025, and the spin was absolutely insane. There was one kid who played in the Summer Slam. His paddle stuck to his shirt.
Because that.
Because it had so much grit on it. That's the type of grit that boomstick had, man.
If you feel a brand new boomstick and you just feel the grit, it's legit sandpaper.
Legit, yeah. It's so rough.
Crazy.
It's crazy, yeah. So deserving of that spot. Now, of course, my 2 kind of caveats with the boomstick is A, my hands were slow at the net, and B, it was almost too powerful, or like counters. My counters would fly.
Yeah.
Instead of be a little more controlled and downwards, right? I think that's why Gabe likes the pickle so much, is because when he hits his counters, they just dive instead of they float, and you know. So
biggest thing,
there's ups and downs, pros and cons.
And that's the thing about the paddle market is you can't really have it all necessarily. Otherwise, everyone would be using that paddle. But you kind of give and take what you want, and you kind of match it to your play style. So, like the boomstick, like I said, it was my personal favorite paddle of the year. But there's oftentimes that I would do a block volley and it would just go way out. And
Correct.
a lot of times when I'm in dink battles, I would hit it the same amount, but it would hit just the perfect sweet spot and pop up 6 inches. And then I would just get smoked and bagged. So that was kind of the issue with that. It was like sometimes I couldn't really control. But again, it's like the putaways are elite. Like if I get an overhead, it's very unlikely it's coming back.
Gone.
Drives felt amazing with it. So I mean, give and take. My game's kind of changing where I just need to I don't need to have so much power on a put away, and I can try to work more on angles. So I would recommend the boomstick. To me is like a wild stallion of, if you can handle it, then that's great. So I would recommend it towards more advanced players personally. I know a lot of women start liking the boomstick because it helps them a little more.
Yeah,
power.
I really like that take.
And I like that. Yeah.
Like Lisa's been playing with it, and she loves it because they can't kind of provide their own power, right? They need a little extra punch. I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I think for men, like anywhere from 3.5 to 4.5 is not the right paddle, in my opinion. But you can control it. It's great paddle.
I would, like men up to 4.5. Yeah. I would not recommend that one. Maybe even up to 5.0. But it's kind of like a toy to me. It's a fun toy. It's a good looking paddle too. I really wish I would have played like singles with it, because that would be a perfect singles paddle. Just ripping shots. It's a good paddle. Right. So,
all right, last category.
Last one. I'm done.
So top 3 performance-wise, in your opinion. So again, different from our favorite.
Yep.
Because our favorite just kind of was what felt good to us. But top 3 performance-wise, what do you think?
Okay. So my number 1 would actually be the Pro. Oh, number 1! He just humped me. For the first time in like 3 pods, I feel honored.
It is so weird.
I feel so honored, Ollie.
So weird.
Thank you for that.
It is so weird that you want my dog to hump you.
Well, oh man, that was so close to number 2 too, dude. He's going for it. I don't know if he just wants my attention.
This is so
No, I legit feel honored right now. After doing that 18 times for one episode and going to 0, I don't know if I missed it or whatnot. Maybe that's just being weird, but
it's so weird.
I don't know. It was just an honorable thing for him to hump me. It's like he was knighting me, like I'm his favorite.
No, I don't know. I don't know at all.
We're gonna move on from the humping.
Please do it.
Can we zoom in on Roman right now? He's
No.
having a moment. He's having a Romant.
This is
Was that
that's
good?
No, that's even worse.
Am I making this whole thing just so bad for you? Right now?
Yes.
Perfect.
Just please move on.
Exactly
Let's
what I
talk
wanted.
about paddles.
All right, let's talk about paddles. It's so the number one, it's the Pro 4 YOLO. I
Okay.
think that's the best paddle.
Perseus?
Here's the thing. I would just say like the Pro 4 line
Okay.
because I think the Scorpius is great. I think the Hyperion is great. I think the Agassi is great. And I think the Perseus is great. I guess I would say Perseus in general for like the average player. But any shape, I think the Pro 4 is...
Elite?
It's elite. It's high end in everything. It doesn't
Sure.
miss. The sweet spot's incredible. The power is incredible. The consistency, the control. Now, obviously, the quality control is another thing.
Yeah.
But performance-wise, that's number one. Number two, I would have to go with the boomstick.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to go with the wide body here.
Wow.
Because I just think it's a more playable paddle. I think the elongated has two big caveats. It's too heavy.
Are you reading my answers?
I wish I was.
Looks like you are.
I should be.
You don't have that written down for your own, buddy.
Well, this was for me. So I'm kind of, going for the average player here. So wide body, boomstick, elongated, too long of a handle, too high of a swing weight. I think it's too heavy for some people. Wide body, it's lower swing weight. It's much more playable. And honestly, I think it's less like poppy. Just by a hair.
Okay.
Less poppy. Number three is actually going to be a paddle that I just used probably 4 or 5 days ago, the Coral.
The Corral.
The Corral. And again, these are all paddles that I've used. So I'll maybe do a few really quick honorable mentions. For the price point, $200 for the Coral is a great price point. I felt the feel is really, really solid. The spin wasn't, I think that was below average, but I would say that was the only thing. The look is incredible. Just the feel I think the power was there.
Sure.
So I really like that paddle. I think it was great. And then a few honorable mentions. Honolulu, their foam paddles are around that 200 price point. I think they're very, very great paddles. Ryan Funfar uses one, I believe. And then 11624. I think Chris Olsen had this as his paddle of the year last year, the Hirache. But now they came out with the Alpha Pro this year. And those are also around that 160 range, which I think is fantastic. 160?
Yeah.
For like an elite paddle.
Phenomenal.
And those are both kind of more off-brand. Like, you kind of need to know those paddles. You need to be involved in the space to even know what those companies are. So kind of some underrated top three for me.
Okay. So top three in third place, in my opinion. And I keep flip-flopping my answers, if I'm being real honest. I was trying to think, okay, so we're also going to talk about a very top paddle that you think is a paddle of the year. Not that you play best with, but what do you think is a paddle of the year? So think about that. And I'm going to talk about mine in a second. So I'm going to go from third place. In third place.
Oh, he's reaching.
The
so it's
Loco.
here. Ooh, the Loco.
Blackout
Loco for the
Loco.
Loco.
Blackout logo. I think this is a very, very good paddle. It ranges at about $200.
Yes, it does.
But it's a very good paddle. It reminds me a lot of the boomstick with a little less pop, which I think is very good for
It's got some.
everyone.
It's got some power.
It's got power. It's got spin. Like it's super gritty. Really, really. When I said gritty, I was thinking about standing up and gritting. But I was like, that's
Please
really,
don't.
really immature. Anyways, I think that's number three. Number two is the Selkirk boomstick.
Hump number two. There he goes, baby. Yeah, add one to the hump counter. We're back. We're so back.
Number two, I think, is a Selkirk boomstick. Again, very, very good paddle. Definitely think people need to control it though, so that's why it's at number 2. And my very final Paddle of the Year award for 2025 goes to
This is the overall.
Not in my opinion, like not what I like to play with. It is what I like to play with, but it just overall Paddle of the Year, like what I think is best for everyone, most well-rounded paddle is the Jula Pro 4.
Jewel, any
The Yola
shape?
Pro 4. I mean, standard shape would just be the Perseus, just because that's probably the most typical shape for everyone. But I think start out with the Pro 4, then find exactly what shape that you actually enjoy. So a lot of people like the Scorpius. A lot of people like the Hyperion.
Mm-hmm.
Most people probably like the elongated. I like the Agassi, but again, it's just personal preference.
Well, we haven't mentioned is the Magnus shape too. Seaverse plays with that. Barber plays with that. I think Resman plays with that.
Yep. So
yeah,
a lot of different shapes for a lot of other people, but congrats to the YOLO Pro 4. Applause.
You know what I'm going to do here? Just because it won Paddle of the Year, it deserves this.
Applause again.
Deserves to be shown. It needs it. It needs its glory.
Here it comes.
The paddle needs its flowers and its glory. Here is our... it's not quite a hump heat. Try to get up.
Stop being so excited for my dog humping. It's so weird.
The Pro 4 Perseus.
Again, this is kind of a rounded butt cap, so it's not my favorite. But
it's standing up though, kind of wobbling.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Here's what I'm going to say too. Okay, I am going to say without any lead tape setup or anything,
feels good.
Paddle of the Year is 16 millimeters specifically.
Oh yeah,
I'm not going to say the 14.
I play with this. This is a 16.
Yeah, it is a 16. You're right. So. Paddle of the Year to me, Perseus, that exact paddle right there.
Yeah. I mean, you could play with it straight out the box.
Yes, you can.
You don't need weight for it. And it just feels good. It's a good looking paddle.
Yes, it is.
It's a good looking paddle. Hey, come here, Ollie.
It's not like the best looking paddle. It's solid.
Yeah, but it's like very basic looking, which I kind of is simple, you know?
Yes,
it
is. That. Yes, it is.
So,
yep.
This is my paddle of the year. What is yours? Same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, you already said that, I think.
Yeah, that's it right there, man.
Yeah, well, we both agreed on the same exact one.
It's just got everything. It's just got everything. You cannot go wrong with the Perseus Pro 4 from Yola. So, yeah, congratulations. Again, we gave a round of applause, showing it off here. Deserves it, man. Yola made a great paddle.
If you guys have never played with this, I would highly recommend it. Just demo it. The Pro 5 is anticipated to come out in a few months, so I don't think it's worth buying it unless you want to buy it at a reduced price, which is totally fine. But again, like I said, technology, the market will change. So try it out and just learn how it plays.
Their other models besides the Perseus are $50 off. So it's $229, which is pretty reasonable for a paddle, especially if you love it. So that's it right there, man.
Again, big congrats to the YOLO Pro 4.
Great paddle.
And that is all we have for the paddle awards for 2025. Let's just jump right over into some drama.
Yeah, a lot of drama, man. I'm kind of excited for all this stuff. I don't love drama, but we needed this in the pickleball world. We haven't had one for a while, like I mentioned.
All right,
earlier.
Matt, this is all you. Talk to me about what happened.
Okay, so the contracts of 3 players were completely terminated, meaning they cannot play in any PPA Tour events or Major League Pickleball events.
Ever again?
Indefinitely, yeah. Ever again. I mean, I don't know. I guess they'll probably go through some appeal process, all that. Big Papa Jimmy, James Ignatowicz is one. Ryan Fu, kind of an up-and-comer.
Ryan Funfar?
Ryan Funfar. Ryan Fu is 2, and then Vivian Glosman is 3. James and Vivian are on the Chicago Slice, so they only have 2 players on their team as of right now, I believe, or at least they need to find 2 players for their team. I guess MLP now has 6 players, so they have 4 players, but they're down 2 players. They're on the same team. And then Ryan Fu is on the SoCal Hard Eights, so they will need to find a free agent as well. Maybe our boy Adam Harvey will get signed to a team. That'll be sweet long term. He's played an MLP for the Florida Smash.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Did not know that.
Yeah, he did. Played with Case and Campbell for men's, and
Okay.
dude's a stud. So those 3 players, dunzo.
Bye-bye.
And the reason is because they went to Japan to do clinics, and they played in an event without proper approval. So apparently they played in some pro exhibition matches organized by the Pickleball Japan Federation. Players were advertised as PPA top pros, which was a huge part of it, and why Connor Pardo of the PPA, founder of the PPA, CEO, all that, he was pissed off because they were advertising them as PPA players when clearly this was not a PPA event.
Exactly.
And it ended up being different when they had told officials they were participating in competitor events, which again, that's number 5, hump. And then, so another player is Paris Todd, who again is a top 5 player in the world in some categories. She was a late addition to this whole extravaganza in Japan.
Okay.
Apparently, she was the only one who actually reached out for permission before the event, but with incomplete context, so that I guess it never got approved. And so her punishment still is in review. I think it would be major for the sport if she was terminated. Like, that would be insane. Their team, keep in mind, Roman, just won Major League Pickleball.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
The Orlando Squeeze with Andre Diascu, and Leah Jansen and CJ Klinger, I believe, was the team.
Okay.
And I think she played with Andre the whole time. That's a damn good team.
Yeah.
And if she's done, man, that team kind of falls apart. So I think the review of that is huge for the landscape of pickleball. And keep in mind, too, like not all pros play all 3 categories, singles, mixed, and women's. She does. And she's really good at all of them. So, man, that would be huge.
Yeah.
And just some other things, too. Ryan Fu, he tweeted, and he said the trip was approved in July.
So I actually
that's kind of weird.
I heard multiple, I don't know if they're accurate statements or not, but I heard what they pitched to the PPA for approval. I heard that they pitched something different, and that's why they're
like the players did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the PPA thought it was something completely different. Like, it wasn't even remotely close to what I was told. And then
juicy.
Yeah, and then they did their own thing. So, like, I mean, that makes sense. Is like, well, if you asked for permission and you said it was one thing and you kind of lied about it or said it was something else, and you did the opposite, then it's like, well, I can see why that they got punished or whatever. So, yeah, I think this is shocking news.
It really is,
in my opinion,
for sure.
Personally, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of the PPA policing every single little thing that people do. Like, I just don't see it from their perspective, but I also don't know the business operations behind PPA and why they're so strict about it. I really respect that PPA is strict about it, and like, I'm very curious to see what they'll do with Paris Todd, because I think if they punish 3 other people, they have to abide by the same rules for Paris Todd, no matter how big of a player she actually is. Like, if Ben Johns did it, what are you going to do? You can't just not do it.
Bro, they would do nothing.
Yeah, and I think that would be kind of dumb. Like, just because Ryan Fu isn't a big person, I think they still have to give the same punishment. So
you'd think, but
I do wish that the PPA allowed more events like this, because I think that they're really just trying to spread publicity to pickleball and kind of make the sport bigger. I don't think they're really profiting much, in my opinion. I haven't really looked about like the details or the financials around that, but I do wish that the PPA allowed more pro events like this, because if they did like a PPA, like kind of like a tour where they did like big exhibition matches, you would get a lot more people.
You're
interested
growing
in
the sport
exactly
in another country. I
That's
cannot stand PPA's policies. And this kind of goes back to like our Summer Slam tournaments and all that. Like we had Onik and Moda play in the, and Adam Harvey
Yep.
play in 2024, but they couldn't play in 2025 because they're,
The new rules.
signed.
And
It
goes back to like,
and there's no use. Like, let them grow their brand. Let them
Yeah,
get fans, right?
It's gonna make it a lot more appealing to watch once you actually have that audience. Also, I think his name actually isn't Kwang Dong. That's actually not how you say it. It's like Kwang Yuong or something. I'm not even joking.
I know this. I don't know how to pronounce
I
it,
would
but
pay so much money to watch him and Ben Johns do a single match. Like the amount of beef that they had, like when Ben Johns tried to take his head
that was
off,
awesome.
that was so cool, and that's what people want to see. Is like that's just pure entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it's like I don't agree with that. And in QD, he's been growing pickleball so much in Vietnam, so it's been incredible to see. And like if he was still on tour, like I think viewership would be up quite a bit. So it's kind of a bummer to see these 4 individuals. These 3 for sure, maybe 4 be banned from PPA events.
It's just, I think my assumption is Paris Todd will be suspended, not terminated.
Sure.
Because she did reach out to permission. Apparently, these other players didn't. And if you remember that Andre Diescu got suspended from the PPA for 3 months for putting illegal substances on his paddle. I believe that was last year, because that was right before some MLP events. I think this punishment will be almost the exact same.
Okay.
That's my guess, like a 3-month suspension.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep. And man, when PPA players, like their contracts and everything, the money they're making isn't like freaking NBA and NFL.
No.
It's they're losing a huge chunk of money. So it kind of stinks. But
I understand both sides.
I do too, for sure. For sure. I'm not really on the player side, because if they did play in an event, Ryan Fu also tweeted they didn't even compete in an event at all, which it's like, bro, I would assume they did, because I don't think UPA would be doing anything if they didn't, but I could be wrong, of course. But yeah, it kind of sucks to see. Obviously, Glosman, the Gloss Dog, as her nickname is, she's pretty freaking sick. And obviously, Big Papa Jimmy and Ryan. So RIP to y'all.
RIP.
Rip in the chats.
But yeah, either way, we're not siding with either parties. I definitely see both perspectives. Just a bummer to see that some of these players are pretty cool, especially like up and coming. Like Ryan, he's up and coming. He's gotten
his
a lot more
gross
publicity,
too.
but like Paris Todd is already big. Same with James Ignatowicz. I'm curious to see the future of RPM pickleball. Curious to see what he'll do with that company. But
apparently RPM like sponsored or headed this event.
Exactly.
Which is also so sketchy.
Exactly.
And not a good look whatsoever.
So
clearly there was an event if RPM like sponsored us. So I don't know, Ryan, man.
Yeah.
You guys are looking shady.
So we'll see. We'll see. I am sure more information will come out in the next few days or something, but we'll keep you guys posted with that as well.
As well.
All right. That is all we have for the pod today. Again, big giveaway will start next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll start next week.
Yep.
So please stay tuned with that. Definitely want as many people in the giveaway as we can, because again, without you guys and your support, we would not be able to do some of the things that we do today. So again, thank you all very much for listening. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I think if you see us in person, keep us updated on your thoughts on the pod, what we can improve on, what you're liking about it. I haven't really heard many negative things, which is a really good sign for us. Sam House came up to me. I think it was literally like yesterday. He's like, dude, it's so funny. Like, I love your pod so much. And I'm like, dude, I love you. Sam's that guy. So it's just really, really, really fun and cool to hear those things.
Yeah. It makes it worth it. You know,
It really does, man. It's just
like we do this mainly for fun. It's just something that like I've kind of had a media background. You have the pickleball,
Yeah.
big pickleball background, and we just kind of mesh those two together. And obviously, we're very good friends, and it's just like we put a lot of. Okay, I bought him crumbles today.
That's true. You did.
We put a lot of time into these videos, and it's fun for us. But it's again the biggest thing for me is like if we can create some sort of entertainment and help someone improve in pickleball just a little bit and just spread pickleball. That's all
man.
that matters to us.
For
So
sure.
definitely love hearing feedback, whether it's positive or negative. If you guys have any feedback on like, oh, the camera angles suck. Oh, Roman, you need to stop being sick all the time with your nasally voice. Or Matt, you need to stop loving that Roman's dog is humping you. That's really weird. Let us know that because we need to know that side too. So yeah,
I think the hump counter got up to 5 or 6 today.
don't be so proud.
I'm so proud.
Okay.
Like a proud father right now.
Anyways, before this gets any weirder, we are going to end it right there. Again, thank you all so much for listening today. We will see you guys next
Love you
Wednesday.
guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.